Hi, through this tutorial you will learn how to play the game Sandcastle. Sandcastle is a game where you have to reproduce a sandcastle as quickly as possible before getting swallowed by an increasing tide. Let's start with the basics, shall we? You're only required to have a mouse to play Sandcastle. Here's your cursor. You can move it anywhere on the screen. Here's the interface where you can select different tools and buckets. This is the rake, which you can use to erase and enrich pate. This is the shovel, which you can use to toss your sand. This is the sieve, which you can use to discover shellfishes. Here are the buckets. As you can see, there are different forms of it. These forms may vary considering the sandcastle you have to reproduce. Here is the game field, represented by two grids. The first grid, the dam, which is used to slow down the tile, and the sandcastle space where you have to reproduce your sand figures. You can see that the figures you have to produce are already there, they're transparent. Finally, here is the sea meter, which indicates the sea level. The more the sea progresses, the more the jauge gets filled. When the sea has reached its maximum, the jauge goes red and signalizes that you are about to lose. Now let's go further and see all of this exactly works. The first step is to select your bucket with the left click. The bucket icon increases. This shows that you are currently using it. Now choose your sand type. You can choose between the wet sand or the dry sand. The wet sand is more resistant against the sea, but it will provide you less score than the dry sand. The dry sand is weaker, but it contains more shellfishes, so it will provide you a higher score. It's up to you to decide. To fill your bucket, click on the sand with the left button and maintain it, just like this. Once the jauge has reached a certain level, release your click. Your cursor changes and takes the form of the bucket. It means you are now ready to unwrap your pate on the squaring. Choose the square you wish to unwrap your pate on. This one, for instance. Or this one. Then use the left click. Maintain it and unwrap it slowly like this. If you unwrap it too quickly, the pate doesn't hold properly and collapses. Just like this. Now, let's say I want to make a stronger pate. You select the sand type again, fill your bucket, but this time before unwrapping your pate you select the shovel here. The bucket content appears, as you can see, and is divided into 4 squares. You just have to click on each of these squares until you're satisfied by the resistance of the sand. There are 3 tossing levels, so you're not forced to toss it at its maximum. I can quit the tossing screen anytime by clicking outside of it. Let's say I make this. Now I unwrap my pate. Oh, I made a mistake, so I want to use the rake. I just clicked on the rake with the left button. I just select my pate on the square and I click like this. It disappears. Finally, if you wish to make a good score, you can use the sieve. Select it when it's available, of course, then click on the sand like this. The sieve screen appears. I click on the sieve. I shake my mouse from left to right. Then the shellfishes appears. I collect it by clicking on it. Now, let's see how to put pates on the second floor. Once you have completed a floor, you will automatically build over it. However, if the sea succeeds to destroy a pate from an inferior level, you will be unable to access the floor you are currently building on, until you have replaced the destroyed pate. Now you're ready to play Sandcastle.